good morning. Happy New Year. It's Monday. Happy New Year. Super excited about this new year because great things is going to happen. And not just with AST, but personally as well. I feel like Jeremy and I are going to do some things this year. I don't know what that is. Hold on one second. Like I was saying, I don't know what that is, but I feel like me and Jeremy. Hold on again. Okay. So I'm here at Cafe Express. I'm about to have a strategy session with my team. Speaker strategy session because we about to do some things in 2018. And I'm at Cafe Express. And my food and my cocoa just came up. And it is delicious. Let me show you. Amazing. This is my hot chocolate spring salad with a vegetable tart. I love olives. They have the pit in it, but that's okay. And some garlic mashed potatoes. And that's probably like it's dressing for my spring salad. So yeah, the strategy session is gonna start probably like in 15-20 minutes. So I still got some time, and just waiting for her to get here. So I'm about to eat, and yeah, no big plans for today. We're gonna go down to I'm going down to my in-laws. You know, we didn't make it down there for Christmas, so we're definitely gonna go down to the in-laws and hang out. So very uneventful day. Probably not a lot to see, but you guys will hang out with me as much as you can. I'm excited to join. I'm excited for you guys to join me. I'm so excited and blessed that you made it to 2018. Yeah, a lot of people didn't. So let me eat. It's freezing in here, so let me drink my cocoa before it gets cold.
Do you take it? I have to get rid of this. Yes. She's busy in my vlog. Paula. She's good. Yeah, because I've seen her. She's really good. I've seen her. Yeah, I don't know why. You want to see it? Yeah.
Hey family, so it is the next day. This vlog has not gone the way I would have liked it to go. Of course, I was going to record our New Year's Eve evening of us bringing in a new year. That totally did not happen at all whatsoever. And then I figure I'll do like, you know, like a car conversation on the way to my in-laws yesterday with me and Jeremy can both tell you how the evening went. And I ended up falling asleep on the way to their house. So, and then once you get so far down the road to where they live, there's no internet service or whatever. So service is just like really, really bad. But anyway, just a quick rundown on how our New Year's Eve went. So we decided to go see Tony. We mentioned that in a previous vlog. We talked about it, going to that concert. So we went to the concert. The concert said it was going to start at 8:30. We figure it'll probably start at least an hour late because that's just normally how concerts work, right? So an hour and a half later, the opening act came out, Houstonian. He was really cool. Singer, guitarist, or whatever, came out, did a few songs, and mostly covers, and he sang one of his own songs. And so I don't know, he probably was up there for maybe like 20 minutes or something like that. It wasn't long at all. And he left, and then an hour and a half later, that's when Tony came out. So they didn't come out on the stage until 11 p.m., you guys. We got there at 9 o'clock. So, but the concert supposedly starts at 8:30. So we waited for like 2.5 hours. Yes, they had a DJ playing a whole bunch of songs or whatever, but I still think that was just some BS. For you to have people sitting for 2.5 hours for them to come out. Now, with the advertisement, they had Raphael Sadiq in the picture advertising. I mean, if you're going to have Raphael Sadiq in the picture, then obviously I'm going to think that he's there. And no, he was not there. So, but whatever, right? No big deal. When I tell you that was the most horrific performance ever in life, you have us waiting 2.5 hours for you to come out on the stage, and do a freaking mic check. First off, let me back up and say that the DJ, a popular DJ in Houston, the DJ, when it was time for them to come out, did this, pretty good intro for them to come out, right? So he introduced them, Tony. What the hell is Tony? They didn't even come out. They dropped the lights and everything. The DJ did this amazing intro for them, and these fools didn't even come out. So then some random person comes out, a worker, somebody that's a part of maybe the setup crew or something like that, definitely not a part of the band, comes out, puts on a guitar, and then does an intro, redoes the intro that the DJ just did. And Tony still didn't come out. Like 5 to 10 minutes later, they walk out on stage. What the hell are you doing? Then they walk out on the stage and they do a freaking mic check. Because when one of the Tonys started singing, the microphone wasn't on. I really thought it was going to be an amazing concert because they actually had a band. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be pretty good because it's an actual band. Guitars, drums, all that. Shit, they even had a violinist up on stage. And so, and they had a MacBook on stage. When I tell you that when they were singing one of their songs, the song, Kendi, I can see it when you walk, even when you talk, it takes over me. Yeah, that started playing in the middle of their freaking song. Not once, not twice, but probably like 3 times. So after that good third song, because Candy kept popping on, one of the Tonys was like, okay, so, something about him loving the 70s and, the 70s music was his thing. So allow him to go back in time for a second, to sing some of his favorite songs from the 70s. He busts out and starts singing, Flashlight, green light, stoplight. Okay, so yeah, we like Flashlight, but the point is, Tony, from Tony, we had already freaking heard and danced to that song, waiting on your ass to come out 2.5 hours before. We don't want to hear Flashlight again from you singing. We want you to sing your song. We were done. We got up and we left. We followed suit. Now, mind you, people had already started getting up and leaving in droves. Like, they had already started leaving. It was like 50 people that had got up at one time and started leaving out before we left. And when I tell you, the crowd didn't move, didn't budge, didn't sing along, didn't raise their hands, didn't dance in the aisles, none of that. Like, none of that. We were more hyped when we were waiting 2.5 hours because of the DJ was playing all these good songs. By the time 2020 came out, we were just over it. Oh my goodness. And then we figured, okay, so we had plans after the concert, and I'm pretty sure everybody else did too, because the concert started at 8:30. It was supposed to start at 8:30. That's what they advertised. This is Tony. They don't have music to go from 8:30 to midnight, right? I mean, do they? I don't think so. Obviously not. If they didn't start the concert until 11 o'clock. So we figure we'll be there till 10:30. So we made plans afterwards to actually bring in the new year, which was to go to Jen's house for brunch, champagne toast at midnight or whatever, play some games, have a good time. I'm pretty sure everybody else did too. We didn't want to stay. We didn't want to bring in a new, be there at midnight, you know, with Tony, especially after all the freaking mishaps that they had. Like, why are you a band playing real instruments, drums and guitars, but you got a MacBook on the side playing? Like, what are you doing? It was so horrific. So we got up and left. I'm not sure if other people left after us. I'm pretty sure they did, but I don't think everybody just completely left the concert. I'm pretty sure some people just probably went ahead and stayed because they just wanted to make sure they, you know, got their money's worth or whatever. But yeah, we left probably about 11:20. Between 11:20 and 11:30 we left. So we got to Jen's house, parked in the driveway, and it was midnight. So we didn't get our champagne toast at midnight, but we did do our champagne toast. So that was really nice. I didn't get any footage of us being at Jen's house. I did not get any footage of the concert because they had signs on the big screen saying that if they catch you, you know, recording, like going live on social medias and stuff like that and recording videos or whatever, they'll kick you out. So I just stayed away from it. But if you follow me on Snapchat at LakitiaMarie, then you saw, you know, Jeremy and I just kind of like dancing to the music or whatever, because I did put that up on Snapchat. But once I got to Jen's house, I didn't record at all. But it was a really fun evening. Let me tell you about this girl. Her mom came over. Okay, first off, let me back up. Gina, her husband, never even saw Tony come out on the stage. Okay? Because like I said, the concert starts at 8:30. We plan to leave, 10:30 the latest from the concert. Because it's Tony. So if we didn't hear all of their songs, it was no big deal. Because we knew it was going to start at least an hour late. So if we didn't hear all their songs, it was no big deal, just as long as we heard the few that we really wanted to hear. So the plan was to leave at 10:30 anyway, because again, we didn't want to bring in the new year with Tony. So they took so long to come out on the stage that Jen and her husband had to leave because her mom had to go to work the next day, and her mom was watching their boys and getting the brunch ready for us. So Jen and her husband had to leave. So they never even saw Tony get up on the damn stage. They never even saw the foolishness. So, so yeah. We get to Jen's house. This child has decorations everywhere. I mean, it was amazing. And she had red lights on. So it's like the red light New Year's Eve special, but it was really, really nice. She had a champagne bar, and then she cooked, she cooked the brunch for us. So it was really nice. She had chickens and waffles where her mom cooked it. Chicken and waffles, biscuits and gravy with sausages in the gravy, grits. And then she had just regular sausage, just in case you didn't want your sausages in your gravy. And what else did she have? A fruit tray. And she had a fruit tray. Man, that food was so freaking good. And then we did champagne toast. It wasn't at midnight, so we just did our own champagne toast. So all the wives had champagne, and then her husband had Hennessy honey for the guys. They took a shot. So I didn't have any because dark liquor is not my thing. But Jeremy said that it was really good and it went down really, really smooth. So we ate, we drank, and then we played the 5-second rule game. So that was funny. But anyway, I've been talking for almost 12 minutes. But yeah, man, so that's how our New Year's Eve went. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out this vlog. Hope you guys had a more eventful New Year's Eve than we did. Hopefully you didn't have to deal with any foolishness. Let me know what y'all did in the comments section below so I can relive vicariously through your experience. So yeah, thank you so much for watching my videos. I am so excited that we were blessed to see another year, because it was a lot of deaths, not necessarily in my family, but deaths in families of people that I know and people of people that I know. A church member died, and that really kind of shook me a little bit. So I'm just so blessed and thankful that Jeremy and I made it to another year. I'm blessed and thankful that you made it to another year and you're here and you're watching this video. If you're catching me for the first time, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you can get notifications every time I upload a video, so we can spend the entire 2018 together. And for all those who are already subscribed, thank you so much for your love and support. I appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for listening to my little 12-minute rant. And I will see you guys next time.